Good evening, builders. How are you this evening? Do you want to learn how to maximize your effort and productivity? I found this fantastic little tool that helps me boost my productivity, communicate smarter and faster anytime I type. I am going to compare and contrast Apple Text Replacement to the official Text Expander productivity tool. I will show you how to build a second brain and create time-saving snippets that will not only help you, but assist your employees, other people who need to use your text for staying consistent with brand messaging. So if you're in the chat, say hello. And if you're catching this on the replay, type #TeamBuilder in the comments section. Okay, let's start the show. Hey, welcome. I'm Lisa Stewart, founder of Build Your Own Small Business and Build Your Own Money Message. I help STEAM entrepreneurs build products that sell, connect with their customers, and build their business from the workbench. So let's go over to the chat and see who's in here with us. All right. Sandy, hey, welcome. Andrew, hey. So glad that you guys have joined me this evening. Can't wait to get started. How about you? But the most important question of the evening is, what's in your glass? Tonight, we are drinking Petite Syrah. I have to put my glasses on for this again. It's a cute label. Got a couple of elephants on the front. Here it is. See that? And this is a 2018 Petite Syrah from Lodi in California. And it's pretty tasty. We opened it up this evening, about 20 minutes or so ago. And it had a really good overall mouthfeel. I'm going to take another sip of it now. It's a bit dry on the front end and dry on the back end, but it's really juicy. We're going to be having chicken and red sauce tonight, right? So this should go okay. This should go okay. So, Merlot for you, Sandy? Oh, terrific. Terrific. Let me turn on my chat. There we are. All right. Merlot for Sandy. All right. Well, if you could do me a favor and give me a thumbs up on this live stream, that would be super helpful, because what this will do is this will push it out to the YouTube algorithm and let other STEAM entrepreneurs know that it's happening and they should join us. So, oh, that's right, Andrew. Dry on the front end, dry on that back end, and party in the middle. So true. So true. Okay. Now, what is Text Expander? Text Expander is a remarkable little writing productivity tool. As I mentioned earlier, I'm going to compare and contrast the Apple Text Replacement to the official Text Expander productivity tool. Do you want to learn how to maximize your effort and productivity? I bet you do. Well, Text Expander is a fantastic little tool that helps me boost my productivity, communicate smarter and faster anytime I type. I published a video a few months ago providing tips and techniques using the Apple Text Replacement. I accidentally called it Text Expander, not realizing that it was actually a trademark. After the video, I shared it on Twitter. I actually had a rep from Text Expander contact me, letting me know about their product. Since I've been using Text Expander Productivity app, and it has saved me countless hours. It's a paid app, but it is worth it. It is so worth it. So, what are text snippets? Snippets is a group of words or paragraphs or phrases that you use time and time again. And as I mentioned earlier, I created a video demonstrating the Apple text replacement, and I'll link it here later on. And for a bootstrapper, it's an exceptional tool. It's got a 128 character limit count, and it has supported me countless times in my social media efforts. I can create responses, quotes, and other salutations to move through the obligatory social media conversation. I know. For you extroverts, social media is wonderful. For those of us who are introverts and product developers, we'd rather be spending our time working at the bench and building products. For the bootstrappers, Text Expander is the next level up to help you in your productivity. You would be amazed. Okay, right now I'm going to take another sip of wine. And if you're in the chat, say hello. Who knows, Andrew? Text Expander might know about this video because I tweeted out on Twitter earlier today letting them know that I'm live streaming. So, maybe. Yeah, this is turning out to be a delicious little wine. So, for those of you just joining us, I want to know what's in your glass and letting you know that tonight I am drinking a Petite Syrah from Lodi, California. And it's got a dry start and a dry finish, but as Andrew says, it's party in the middle. Okay, so with Text Expander, you can expand your words, your phrases, your paragraphs into whole pages. I was told that you can insert an entire Shakespeare story in one snippet. No joke. There is no text limit or character count limit with this product. And for those of you who aren't Shakespeare bards, it helps to eliminate typos and repetition. For starters, you could simply start by creating a snippet that features your email signature. You can take boilerplate email responses and customize them to include names, dates, and even your social media links. How about you, Sandy? Do you use any kind of productivity tools like this? Let me know. You can use fill in the blank snippets to create custom forms with multiple fields and actions and sections. You can also nest your snippets, expanding that snippet even further. You can group snippets, you can search, you can even create reminders to use and suggest as you type. So it's pretty cool. I love this little tool. I use it all the time. If you're here in the chat, say hello. I'd love to get to know you. Let me know what market you're in. And let me know what's in your glass. What's in your glass? Well, Sandy, hang on. I think you're going to like this, especially now that you are a budding entrepreneur. I think you're really going to love it. Plus, hey, Tessa. Hey, Tessa, what's in your glass? Let me know. So, yeah, I think that you will really love it because there are some, they're evolving the tool that will enable you to partner with your clients to really keep the brand messaging consistent. So stay tuned. All right, now Text Expander is my second brain. Anytime I write a sentence or paragraph or set of instructions, I turn it into a time-saving snippet. Anyone can benefit from using this tool, especially if you're in customer service and you are responding with the same text over and over and over again. Oh, neat. All right, Tessa. Oh, geez. In with the puns. altered dimension for you? Let me know how that is, Tessa. I'd like to know. Tonight we are drinking, not sure if you caught it, a Petite Syrah. It's a Californian wine, 2018. And it's pretty tasty. It's dry in the front, dry in the back, and party in the middle. Oh, boy. So the text expander productivity tool is incredibly effective when you want to collaborate with team members. Eventually, when I hire an assistant, we'll be able to join forces. We'll both feel confident as we stay consistent with my brand messaging. Now, before I get into how you can rule the world creating your own snippets, I want to dive into what a time saver it's been for me. I've saved over at least 3 hours of time this month alone using Text Expander. And that might not mean like much, but when you have 5 things that you're thinking about and there's only one of you, one set of hands, I wish I could clone myself to have 2 sets of hands or 3 sets of hands. I don't know about you, but yeah, it gets nuts when I got too many things going on. So Text Expander becomes my second brain. How about you guys? You need a second brain? And depending on how much you communicate online, you might find a reason to communicate more, because sometimes thinking and writing can be taxing, especially if you're a product developer and you're splitting your thinking and creativity into different routes. Writing is a completely different mindset, and you can make quick work and making of using of those snippets. So for me, happiness is discovering that I don't have to type out something over and over and over again. It's the little things. And it can make a huge difference in your productivity. Mm. Yeah, Andrew. You're not in the market, but you are Market Street adjacent. You actually might like this too, Andrew, honestly. It integrates really well into so many apps. So you can install Text Expander on all of your devices. I've got it on my desktop and I've got it on my mobile, and it follows me all around. So let me show you a little demo that I put together that I think will be helpful. So let me see here. Which one do I, okay. So when I install this on my iPhone and my iMac, this is how I was able to do it. I would open up keyboard settings, and at the top I would select keyboard. I would add a new keyboard and then select Text Expander that's in there. I would select English, of course, as my native language, and then allow full access so that all of my applications can be seen. And voila. And I've got another little demo for you as well. I'm getting smart. I'm pre-recording some of these demos because sometimes I get performance anxiety, so I don't want to neglect anything. So I appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight. Okay, so for me, Text Expander saves all kinds of snippets in the cloud, which means I can reach them from one computer to another. If you work on PC in one area and Mac on the other, they'll sync. It's just becoming so seamless. I absolutely love that. You can also create hotkeys to create snippets on the fly. No, Tessa, it's not Mac only. It's also PC. Also PC. That just makes it so wonderful. You can designate key combinations for creating snippets from a selection, say from a clipboard or other assorted granular tasks. You can group your snippets for better efficiency. For instance, I have a folder for spell check, social media responses, building processes and strategies for my YouTube videos, and so many other types. You can choose if you want snippets to be included or excluded from some of your programs. Perhaps there are certain applications you don't want Text Expander to run, and all you have to do is deselect them from within the Text Expander expansion preferences box. I'm not going to turn it off because I use Text Expander everywhere. So you can also share your snippets with a friend. How cool and super useful is that? Okay, so I'm going to show you another demo. This is the desktop demo. And let's see here. Okay, so I'm going to add a new snippet. And here you can see that I can either format or keep it simple text. You can see the toolbar across, and you can also add different fonts and your sizing, and a number of other formatting issues along with calendars and times, keyboard functions, cursor selections, and fill-ins. And these are a lot of fun. These are a lot of fun. So what I did is I created a little pre-filled customer note that I would send out, and now I'm creating little field links. And these field links can be as granular as you want. So for me, I'm going to create a pop-up menu for calligraphy pets. Whoops. Pop-up. I'm getting there. Sorry about that, you guys. Pop-up menu. There we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in product name and then add a number of different names, like calligraphy cats, calligraphy dogs, and I'll add a few more, calligraphy woodland creatures, calligraphy Celtic cats, and calligraphy Chinese zodiac. Okay. And then with note cards, I'm going to do the same thing. I'll do another pop-up menu. This time I'll type in product type, and I'll add original, print, note cards, and love bites. No, I don't think I need to add any more. I'll hit OK. And then I will get a little bit silly and I'll add a little disclaimer. So I'll highlight joy, another pop-up menu. Here I'll type in disclaimer. I'll add joy and I'll add grief because I'm being silly. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my label. And this basically is a reminder of what this particular snippet is. So I'll just type in customer order and then an abbreviation. This is what I'm going to be typing in when I need it. So, and it's also case sensitive. And you can see it. So I'll bring in my notes and I'll type in X, capital C, capital P, E, T, capital C, O. And you can see it pops up, and then I can just type in the customer's name, the product, and voila. That's it. What do you guys think? Isn't that cool? I absolutely love it. What do you guys think? Yeah, I absolutely love this tool. You can also insert delimiters. Oh my goodness. Delimiters, fields, sections, tabs, non-breaking spaces. You can nest your snippets. It is so cool. Yeah. And Sandy, just to let you know, I've got a link in the description box for 20% off. The price on it is only $40 per individual. Yeah, it is super cheap. It's less than a Starbucks drink. So yeah, it's like $3 a month, something like that. I see Tessa and Andrew are talking back and forth. But yeah, Sandy, I think you and your partner would absolutely love this, working back and forth. Absolutely. And then also, like I say, you can get as granular as you want creating snippets in Text Expander, meaning that you can determine your case sensitivity, your formatting with plain text or fancy text. And of course, I use formatting text quite a bit, especially when I'm implementing forms and processes on the fly in my business. Formatting also allows you to include photos and graphics. I'm a designer, so I like to have my fonts and text formatted for design hierarchy purposes. And you can also do this on a per snippet basis. So that's what I love a lot too. You can keep some plain text or some pre-formatted text, whatever you want. Yeah, $40 is an annual cost, Tessa. So yeah, it's pretty cheap. So it's like $3 a month. So here's something else that I just found out that's super cool. It is a distinguishing feature in Text Expander. How many of you create double capitals as you begin a sentence? I do it all the freaking time. Guess what? Text Expander eliminates that. I am so tickled pink. So yeah, I mean, how many decisions do we make a day? How many decisions do we make in 5 minutes or in 30 seconds, right? And who wants to go back to, stop the thought process as you're typing something out to go correct that second capital? It's ridiculous. So, and I don't know why, for instance, it's becoming a really bad habit of mine. I'm not sure why I'm doing it and why I'm embarking on such a raucous adventure, but yeah, I don't know about you guys, but it's a new habit I'm forming and I don't like it. So Text Expander will take care of that for you. And for you coders in the group, here's something wicked. For those of you who want to level up just beyond paragraphs, Text Expander has added JavaScript support, Apple scripting, HTML, and shell scripts. True story. True story. So what do you guys think? Do you think that's something that you might look into? Sandy, I really think you would love it. And Tessa, you still communicate quite a bit, so I think it might be something you might like as well. So the caveat to using both the Apple text replacement and the text expander simultaneously is that you want to make sure that you don't duplicate your snippets. Otherwise, they'll cancel each other out. Yeah. So other than that, yeah, it's a fabulous little tool. It is. So what do you guys think? I'm going to take another sip of wine. Would you like me to show you some of my social media tips inside Text Expander? Let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to take another drink of water because I'm starting to get parched. But yeah, it is high on impact and low on fat. So if you think that this would be something that you'd be interested in, go ahead and take that link in the description box and you can save 20% right off the bat. I would be ever so grateful. So for instance, let me share my screen. So here you can see, can you see this? Yeah, here you can see where I have created a number of different social media responses that I use to help me save time as I'm going through making comments on social media posts. And that could be in YouTube, that could be in Instagram, it could be in Facebook, wherever I am. Yeah. And it also includes emojis, which is fantastic. I love that. Yeah, Andrew, that's exactly true. Yeah, it would be extremely helpful in dealing with customers and suppliers because there there are notes and communication that I'm constantly repeating to customers and other stakeholders, and it just seems like such a no-brainer to put those snippets, create boilerplates out of them, and then just start communicating rapidly, knowing that you don't have typos in it, knowing that you're staying on brand. Yeah, it's just I can't say enough wonderful things about Text Expander. So anyway, if you would, please give me a thumbs up in this video. I would appreciate it. What that does is it lets YouTube send out a signal to the rest of the STEAM entrepreneurs, letting them know that I am live streaming and they should come join us. And if you're new here, welcome. And if you're not, welcome back. I am Lisa Stewart, founder of Build Your Own Small Business and Build Your Own Money Message. I help STEAM entrepreneurs build products that sell, connect with their customers, and build from their workbench to rule the world. So yeah, I'm here giving you as much value as I can. And if there is any other thing that you would like me to talk about, any other videos or live streaming topics that you would like me to deconstruct, let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. I'm always looking for topics that will better help you. So, also, I have an announcement to make. Yeah, I am creating a 5-day challenge for small businesses to create a quiz as a lead magnet for their website. Let me know, would you be interested in something like this? I would love to know. I am going to launch it the last of March. March 29th is going to be the first day, and I will put a link in the chat for you to check it out. It's free. Like I say, it's a 5-day challenge. And if you have never participated in a challenge before, it's like a micro course. And what I will be doing is I will be giving you prompts on a daily basis from Monday through Friday. And it might be an 8 or a 10-minute video outlining what I'd like for you to do. And then your time commitment would be no more than like 15 minutes a day. So it would be just tiny, quick wins for you to build from one day to the next to help you build a quiz that would serve as a lead magnet for new customers. And these quizzes are fantastic to generate a ton of buzz. I mean, BuzzFeed themselves, oh my goodness, they were, let's see if I can remember what they discovered. I think they discovered that, let's see if I've got the information here. Here we go. Back when BuzzFeed launched a quiz in 2014, over 20 million people viewed it. And if a quiz is done right, it can go viral. And there are 3 different types of quizzes that you can create. There is the assessment quiz, the survey quiz, and a personality-based quiz. And those usually are the most successful quizzes. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to apply that to your customers. And this is especially great for product developers. I know that a lot of these social media tools were and are built for content developers, But because I come from a product-based business, I understand how difficult it is to create lead magnets for customers and get them jazzed about who you are and what you do and who you serve. Because when they see a product, they go, that's nice, you know. And so the idea is hopefully you've got a remarkable product that would go viral in and of itself. But if that doesn't, if you need a little more help, a quiz is a fundamentally great way of providing value to your clients as well as getting brand recognition out there. So yeah, let me know if this is something that you'd be interested in. I would love to know. Sandy, how are you doing? You got a second glass of wine yet? Let me know. Okay. Well, it is 5:30 and I might be on here for maybe another 10 minutes or so. Not sure I'm going to go the full hour. Let's see. Is there anything else that I could share with you today? Let me see. What did I find this week? Oh, that's great, Sandy. Yeah, I'm still on the first one as well. Okay. Um, let's see. Let's see. So, for those of you who are communicating and doing interesting text type social media promotions and things like that, I found this really effective little tool called ConvertCase. I use it a lot as well. And since we Americans like to initial cap all of our words in titles, this is super helpful as well. I'll put a link in the description or in the chat. I think you guys will love it too. What this does for me is it will convert any text into any case that I need. So I can do just initial cap in a sentence. I can do initial cap with each word. I can make it all lowercase. I can also make it all uppercase. So yeah, this is bookmarked for me. I love this little tool. It's so efficient. So how about you guys? Have you found any little efficient tools that help make your day a little more productive? Inquiring minds want to know. No, Text Expander, I think they have two different payment options. You can go month by month and you can also go annual, Tessa. Yeah. So, how are you doing, Tessa? Are you still on your first glass of wine? Andrew, will you be bringing in your disembodied hand, asking for a second? Let me know. Okay. Well, are you definitely not Microsoft Teams? What do you mean by that, Andrew? Let me know. Oh, you're welcome, Tessa. I hope that's helpful. Yeah, if you take the link in the description, maybe you can help discern what it is you need. Yeah. Ah, okay. Good enough. Good enough. Okay. Well, everyone, I am about to wind down, and maybe I should give you a grade. Oh, okay, Andrew. Gotcha. Gotcha. Microsoft Teams. Oh, definitely not Microsoft Teams. That's not something that you would recommend. Okay, I got you now. I'm on the same page. Yay! I love delays. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think I will grade this wine. I will probably give it another solid 5 corks. 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10 corks. I will give it. Um, it's it's a little too dry for me. I'm not a big dry wine aficionado. I like mine a little more on the sweet side, but this would go well with, gosh, some cheese would really help pull out the personality of this wine. So I'm thinking maybe a soft cheese, like maybe a baby Swiss, maybe even a brie might be a great cheese to accompany this wine. I think so. I think so. So yeah, a solid 5 corks. I would, if I had it in my cabinet and I was being invited over to a friend's house, let's say, Tessa or Sandy, when all of this gets relieved, we're going to start having dinner parties. I know I am. I don't care if we all have to stand around the bar. I'm having a dinner party, damn it. So, yeah, I think I would give this a solid 5 corks. I think I would. And I think it could be a switch hitter. I think that it could go both ways. It could go with red meat, although I'm not a red meat eater. It would go great with a chicken and red dish. I think so. And yeah, yeah, I think so. So, well, on that note, thank you so much for hanging out with me this evening. It's been fun. I'm glad you guys took some time out for yourselves to hang out and talk wine and text expander. I corks. You know what? That does sound like I'm saying quarks. Okay, quark is something that you find out in the solar system, and corks is what you find stuck in a bottle. That's how I say cork. Cork, not quark. Thank you for the enunciation exercise today, Tessa. I appreciate it. All right. Well, everyone, thank you so much. Have a great evening and keep building.